All right. Hi, welcome everybody to Ryker Rides, Spyder Rides, Canyon Rides maybe? I'm not sure. But we're here at a rally here in DeLand, Florida, a Road Warrior rally. And Can-Am is here with all their latest 2025 models. And all eyes are on the Canyon. There are 3 models for this beautiful machine. There's a Solo Canyon, which they do not have here. They have the Canyon XT, which is right over here. And then they have the Canyon Red Rock, which is this. This is the top of the line of the Canyon models. And it is super luxurious, super, tons of storage, comfortable seats. It has a backup camera. It has semi-active suspension, which we'll talk a little bit about. And it has the premium color and wheel trims. The wheel trim is so awesome. I love the wheel trim. You guys check this out. It is just so beautifully done. These aren't stickers. This is like part of it. So this isn't going to come off. I just love that rally kind of off-road rugged look. So let's talk about some of these things. So it is, if you're used to a Ryker or a Spyder, the first thing you notice is how big this is and how high up this is. So if you sit on it, you really got to get on it. So you are very, very high up. It is not a touring type of bike. So it's not a relaxed, put in cruise control, hang out and go for a ride. It is meant to be a rugged off-road vehicle. And in doing so, they did not put floorboards on. They strictly put the pegs on because when you're riding off-road, you want to be standing up and going over the bumps, going over the rocks and really getting into it. So the seat is going to be a little narrow to help you do that, as well as having the pegs to have better grip for yourself. And it even has an extra little lip right here just to make sure that you're kind of on it and not going to slip off of it. Some things that I like that they've changed, and this is true for the 2025 Spyders as well, is they have a nice key with a hole you can put on an actual keychain. So thank you, Can-Am. I'm so excited about this key. It's amazing how much happiness this will bring to people that you can actually put on the keychain. So thank you, Can-Am, for listening. I appreciate it. It has heated grips. I love these mirrors, something totally different from Can-Am. Obviously, they wanted them up and out of the way. So if you're doing off-roading, you're not hitting your mirrors. It has metal or aluminum handguards to keep you safe while you're riding. Has an adjustable, I haven't done this yet, but it has an adjustable, it's not automatic like it is on the RT, but it does have the ability to move up and down, which is kind of neat. Knowing me, I would just put it and leave it, but that's just me. So it has a little storage area here, very small, basically enough for a cell phone and your driver's license when you're out riding. But nice to have. So let's turn it on and check out the cool screen that it has. This is the typical screen you'll find on all 24 and higher Can-Am Spyders and now Canyons. And it has a touch screen. Here's your warning. And this is, well, let's go back to the home screen. So we'll start from the beginning. Hold on. Okay, so this is your main screen here, like you have on all your other Spyders. But then you get into some interesting features here. So you have the normal things that you have here, the gauges, which is what you see here. And then when you want to get into the nitty-gritty, you have different modes you can choose from: all road, rally, all road, sport mode, and normal road. And you even have an ability to customize on this. So you can make it however you want. So let's say you're riding in, let's say you want to go to all road, or let's just say rally mode. So now we're in rally mode. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to go into, this is the really interesting part about this. So now you go into your vehicle settings, and you can customize, even the presets you can customize, as well as make your own permanent custom road ride. So this is if you want to go to edit, and if you want to edit your suspension, so you can edit it to sport or sport plus, comfort, So you can edit all that while you're in the different modes. And also your power steering, you can make it, if you're in off-road and you don't want it to be so loose, you can make your steering a little tighter, which is so neat. So you have normal, minimal, comfort. I think that's so neat. And also the stability system. So you guys know what that is from your Ryker days. So if you're in stability system and you put it in rally mode, that kind of lets you be a little more aggressive, a little more fun with it, a little more spin outs, that kind of stuff. Also, which I think is really neat, it is GoPro ready. So it has these little slots that you can stick your GoPro in it, because everyone knows they want to record their ride, throw it on YouTube and everything. So you have a couple spots right here, as well as here, and there's one in the front as well on the other side. And they have one on here, and this is an attachment that you could buy, and you have your GoPro on it and it's ready to go. That's neat. I love that idea. And I believe there's also some in the back too. So let's talk about the front of it. If you look at it from this angle, I have a special camera guy today. I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet, but if I show you a special camera guy. But if you look at it from this angle right here, you can see that the front just barely goes past the tires. So unlike a Spyder, where it goes out a lot, more past the tires, and this will protect your the front from getting any damage. You know exactly where your bike is, where your Canyon is at all times. It has a nice, aggressive, streamlined look to it. It has the LED lights that are also on all the newer Can-Am models. And I love this. I love this little cage here to protect your radiator. And it comes with a radiator protector on there. So it keeps any rocks in there. It'll keep your radiator from getting dented and dinged. And if you look at this huge clearance, I think it's 6.3 inches of clearance. So you've got a lot more here. And also it has a skid plate that goes underneath it to protect the underbelly of the Canyon. One thing I do want to point out is a lot of people ask, it still has the belt. How do they keep the belt protected? So it's not 100% protected. I mean, there still is an ability to kind of have some issues possibly, but for the most part, they did a pretty good job. It's covered underneath. And then when it comes out here, they have this guard on here. It is plastic for weight and expense, I'm sure, but it does keep that nice and protected underneath. And it's higher up, so you're mostly less likely to get it. And it comes with aggressive mud flaps to kind of keep rocks and stuff from coming at it. But when you're looking at it from the angle the camera's at now, kind of gives you that naked F3 look that you're kind of familiar with. All right, next, we're gonna talk a little bit, as I'm on the ground hanging out. So I like the badging, I like everything about it. It's just so cool looking. And if you get really close, these fold up, so if you hit a rock, you're not gonna lose it. It's just gonna fold up. And they have this little, this is separate, not separate, but it works independent. So kind of, I'm sure it helps with vibration and comfort. What else can I tell you about this? Now the shock system is a really cool system. So what's nice about this is it has, it says right on it, smart shocks. And they all work independent of one another. There are so many sensors on this bike to keep everything running perfectly and comfortably for you. So if this one wheel is going over, like shocks are supposed to do, but it's always working, it's always like computing, your throttle response has a sensor, everything has a sensor on it. So it knows kind of in real time what you're doing, and it accommodates for what your needs are for that ride. So if you're riding on a really rough terrain, it automatically takes over and makes it so it's the smoothest ride for you, which is really, really a neat addition to Can-Am. All right, let's talk about, now I like this too, the double windshield. I like it. I think it's kind of aggressive and cool looking. And again, it's to maximize not getting stuff in your face while you're riding. And let's see, the tires themselves have been upgraded. So they're made for like dual sport. You can ride on the highway with it, but also when you get to your trails, it's ready to go. So it's kind of that nice, almost like a dual sport that you can ride it off-road, you can ride it on-road. I love it. It's not going to be for everybody. So I have not had the ability yet, hopefully soon, because I can't take this one out. I cannot wait to get my hands on it and actually do a test drive, a test ride on it. And I'm very curious how it's going to do at, say, 65 miles per hour, the speed limit. And to make sure, how does it handle on the highway? How does it handle being this high up? How does it handle with the shock? So I'm very curious. I know it's going to do great off-road, but how is it going to do on-road? How is it going to do on the highway at highway speed? So I'm very curious to get it and test it out and give you my honest review on that. So I'm excited about that. Also, I think I mentioned it has heated grips for the driver as well as the passenger. You can always add a backrest to it. And let's talk about the storage, because the storage is half the fun, I think, is being able to take all this cool stuff with you when you go. All right, so the beauty of this is that the storage on this thing is huge. I mean, you could take this thing on an overnight camping trip for whatever. Me, it could probably go like a week easily with the storage on here. So you need a key to open it, which is nice for safety. You can't access this at all without your key. So you open it, and then watch out because this thing flies open. And what's nice is it has this little built-in shelf here, so you got your stuff in here, you know it's not going to fall out. So there's a lot of space in here if you want to go traveling. As well as you've got this area as well. And this is a really, I don't know the exact cubic space of this, but there's a lot. It's nice. That's nice.
Vibration damper.
Oh, it smells good. Like it smells like new. All right. So this is huge. This is a big storage. I think it's pretty comparable to what the F3 storage might look like. So that's what we're working with here, and it just looks great. It's a great looking ride. So here's a different setup right here, and this is the Canyon XT, and this is an example of one of the different ways that you can modify this in terms of taking it. This for a ride. Look at all the stuff that they carried on this thing. I mean, it looks like they have a tent in here, they have chairs, they have their luggage, they have everything, and this is just using this without the rest of the storage on there. So would I buy this? I'm not sure if it meets my needs. I don't do a whole lot, well, I don't do any off-roading, but would I like to try it with this? Of course I would. But would I exchange my F3 for this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure this has the comfort in terms of long-term riding that you get from an F3 or an RT. Then again, I have not ridden it. So maybe if I test ride it and throw it on the highway and it's just as good, I like the idea of being able to, jump a curb. Those kind of things are cool to me. I like that, not having to worry about going slow over speed bumps. I like the extra height that it has. I think that's neat. But I just don't know. It's just not for everybody, but it definitely has a cool niche that it's like, it could be great for a lot of people. Maybe it's for people who are looking to come over to Can-Am that do like the off-road riding. But like anything else, maybe they used to do it on two wheels, but now they can't for whatever reason, or they don't want to do it on two wheels and they want to start doing it on three. I think this is a great opportunity to bring those people over to Can-Am and show everyone what we're all about. But I think that's it for me. I think that's all. I can't think of anything else I want to add to it. But I do want to introduce you. I've got a professional cameraman here, and it's been an honor to work with such an established YouTuber. And you guys might know him. He's also a fellow Can-Am ambassador. With no further ado, let me introduce you to my cameraman, Coach Bob. Boom.
Hello.
No, it's three, Bob. It's three. We got to do the three.
If there's any problems with the camera, I was simply following the instruction given to me.
That's not true. He did it all on his own, all errors on his own. I love you, Coach Bob. You're so fun. So this is the cool thing. is that, I don't know if we're both on camera, but Coach Bob has his own YouTube channel, and he's like, yeah, I'll help you film. So it's like, it's just so nice that like we help each other. It's all love. There's no like competition who's gonna be the first to get it out. He's got his amazing audience. I've got my amazing audience, but definitely check out his YouTube channel. So your official name, I want to say Coach Bob, that's not what you're...
Yeah, Coach Bob 3.
Coach Bob 3, there's a 3 at the end. So check him out on YouTube. I will put the link for everything that we've talked about. There'll be a link in the bottom also to his YouTube channel. So please check him out, subscribe, give him lots of love. He posts a lot, and there's a lot of really good things. Him and his wife, Coach Rick, they're just amazing. Amazing human being. I can't say enough great things about this gentleman right here. All right, so that's it for me. Ride safe, have fun, get off road, I don't know. Have a great time. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.